Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into JHope and what is going on with this. There was an interview on the Music Blood show and the conversation of being gay was dropped and we need to fully discuss this. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I also want to get into the alleged claims of V ditching Jungkook on his birthday and what happened between the two. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's jump into the tape. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. Any of you who's a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into today is JHope and what happened with him. JHope and Jimin, I think, are the two most assumed members that are gay. They're both extremely beautiful and perform in such a way that is just breathtaking. And aside from them simply just appearing more feminine than the rest of the group, they're often put into not gender conforming outfits for music videos and things like that. So typically people assume only queer people are comfortable in said situation. But that's a silly stereotype. JHope has also been accused of caring too much about the way he looks that he was accused of getting plastic surgery too. And first off, of course, straight men can never get plastic surgery. They simply stop you right at the door and just be like, nah, you like women, and then hiss at you. But second of all, there's literally no evidence of surgery. If you go back to him as a kid, he had the same nose, which is what he's always accused of. People think he got the surgery because he has a unique nose, especially for Asians. But that is his nose. And his sister has the same nose. All of this adds to people thinking he is gay, alongside him being very affectionate with the other members. He has kissed multiple members and has a lot of us believe that JHope was Jungkook's first kiss. There was a moment where it was a variety show and JHope was on there. There was this Apple teacher or workout woman who was a beautiful fitness influencer. She had to come out to meet everyone on the show and JHope didn't know who they were talking about at first. When he saw the woman, he knew immediately, saying that he thought she was beautiful and that he was always double tapping her pictures. Makes me think our JHope boy has a fan account that he uses to stare at influencers and stalk people. Maybe baby. I'm kidding. But maybe my husband has seen your posts, just saying. Recently, not too long ago, BTS did an interview with a music show called Music Blood. And I believe this is a Japanese music show. I am not entirely sure. The show actually asked BTS the question of who changed the most in the group since debut or since their trainee days. The members seem to immediately have wanted to out JHope in this scenario. The members actually started teasing JHope for being gay, saying that he was super happy and cheerful and that his name, Hope, even attributed to this gayness. Also saying that JHope is extremely happy right now. Of course, people and news articles did take this to mean his sexuality and the members outing JHope. But there is likely a translation error here and it probably was translated to just mean happy. We don't know for sure. I believe the members were likely joking, and even if they meant sexuality, they were simply joking. Of course, JHope wouldn't sit there and deny this because even if it was about his sexuality, it would be rude to be like, nah, miss me with that gay stuff. Meanwhile, I'm like, gay stuff? Give it to me. I never like to deny the possibility of any sexuality between the members because we don't know. And we can't definitively say they are or aren't something because you don't know. If you think it's bad that they could be gay, then you do not support LGBTQ community because it's not an insult. Because what if they are? You now push back the date they would come out because they're scared of losing their career if they do. I also don't want to sit here and say they are for sure gay because that also is not correct. But I did want to talk about what others are saying. Of course, people have always thought JHope was a little queer due to the affection he shows the other members, just being very kissy, and he loves kissing V and hugging Jin. It's very nice and adorable. I definitely don't have any friends like this, but I chalk it up to JHope just being a very affectionate type. You can show your love in many ways, and there's many people that show affection in many ways, considering they consider themselves brothers to each other. I remember as a kid, I would see mothers kiss their son on the cheek when saying bye to their son in school, and sisters even doing the same to their brothers when dropping them off. There's nothing wrong with this at all. I thought it was fine, but I can never imagine doing that with my sister or mom. And so people show affection in different ways, and it just happens when boys show affection, it's always categorized as gay. JHope mentioned a little while ago really wanting to settle down and find someone. To be honest, I don't know if he is actually actively looking right now because there is so much going on with BTS, and they might be filming in the soup like season 2. I do plan on reacting to that on the Patreon when it comes out. I can't do it here, we'll get copyrighted. And I do believe the members are working on some solo stuff as well. And then what is going on with the military? They probably got to prepare for that. So I don't know if JHope is looking, but if you're into men, I am here. If you're into women, I can get surgery. I'm kidding. But I also think that if he were to look for someone and be dating someone, he would currently be in the relationship already. Who would pass up the opportunity to date JHope? He is sweet, kind, caring, assertive, handsome, and he has a little bit of money. I honestly don't see how any man can compete with that. Probably shouldn't be promoting my husband JHope like that. There's going to be an even bigger line for me to marry him. How dare you marry my husband? There hasn't been too much going on with BTS lately. They seem to be chill and having a bit of a break right now. I'm hoping they will release a full album soon and maybe even do a full tour before they have to go to the military or whatever. They have been updating us with a live stream, which has just been so fun. Jungkook recently did something for his birthday and did a live stream for us. He basically gave us an update on how he was doing and just celebrated the day. It looked like he was staying late at the Hybe studio, and then JHope actually came in and wished Jungkook a happy birthday and stayed a little bit for the stream. And they had cake, and it was just a big moment, a beautiful moment. Now, I believe on social media, several of the boys wished Jungkook happy birthday, and of course, JHope was seen with Jungkook in person. The only person that allegedly never said anything to Jungkook was Taehyung. He kind of stayed silent on social media, and people immediately began wondering why. The backlash for him simply not saying happy birthday was so big, and some people were threatening to cut Taehyung's photo card. I don't know if this was a joke or not, because I don't see how that can affect you that much. Like, they're upset that Taehyung didn't publicly say happy birthday, and so now they unstand. But that's none of their business whether Taehyung said anything. Like, even if they got into a fight that day and was like, no, bye, these people should not be getting in the middle of it. It's none of their business. Also, this type of stuff is just insane to me, because I bet these people also do not remember all of their friends' birthdays. Like, do they? Because my friends don't remember my birthday, and that seems to be the norm around being human. Should I send them death threats because they forgot? Or maybe my life is just sad? But also keep in mind, this is social media. Not saying anything on social media is fairly normal. Taehyung is on social media a lot, but that doesn't mean he has to publicly wish Jungkook a happy birthday, because Taehyung could have already done it privately. And even if Taehyung forgot, Jungkook doesn't seem to be super upset about it. He was in a good mood, and apparently enough to turn on the camera and stream. As I mentioned before, they're all probably really busy creating a solo mixtape or preparing something that they wouldn't have their mind in the right space to remember a birthday. And again, this is saying if he forgot. I honestly think Taehyung probably just sent a text or something. Imagine Taehyung sending a full text or a card or whatever, but then hopping on social media to see death threats and people ripping up his photo card. This causes people to be fake, by the way, because now next time he is just going to wish Jungkook a happy birthday publicly and then not bother with a gift or anything like that, because it apparently doesn't even matter if he gets a gift for Jungkook privately. All that matters is that he does it publicly. And imagine him making a gift or writing a card only to get haters hate on you. This was big enough that the tweets there started trending out, "We love you, Taehyung." This is of course to fight back all the negative comments on Taehyung, but definitely a weird thing to trend on Cookie's birthday. Maybe I would have trended Taekook moments and be like, look how much they love each other. But either way, it worked, and I'm sure if Taehyung hopped online, he would have been bombarded with beautiful messages instead of mean ones talking about how he doesn't care about Cookie. Some people thought this was Taehyung's way of ending Taekook and him not being friends with Jungkook anymore. Well, Taehyung is a fairly private person and doesn't really share that much about his personal life. We honestly know very little about their personal life, and that's all done on purpose. So we don't know what Taehyung has done privately for Jungkook on his lovely day. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you would like to see over there. We also do have a great time interacting with each other and kind of having fun over there. So if you're interested in any of that, link is in the top description down below. I also do have a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you'd like to do that. That video is on the front page and you can check it out. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.